Man, talk about disturbing. That was disturbing. Now I know my take is going to be completely different from anybody else on the freaking internet about this. Because one, I don't think that there is an issue with you giving some type of disciplinary action towards, a child if you're trying to correct them or whatever. Now, there are levels to this thing, which I think that this young lady crossed a million times over. One thing is, I think anytime that you discipline anybody that you love, it should be a form of tough love, meaning there's some form of love in there, some way, somehow. So when you're doing this, I don't think that you should be looking at them angry and being aggressive in that manner, like, personally. You know what I mean? I look at parenting, coaching, all of that thing pretty much is one and the same. And I believe that anytime that I'm correcting you, I'm making sure that I'm not smiling. I'm making sure that I'm not looking angry, but I have somewhat of a blank expression on my face, a serious or a stern expression on my face, so that you know that I'm being serious, and you know that this is not coming from a place of hate, but it's coming from a place of love, of tough love. Like, this needs to be corrected. What you did is not acceptable. All right? You need to know and understand that there are going to be consequences behind those actions. With that, it's still a form of love. I don't understand why the hell anybody would be sitting there pulling their children's hair. That's crazy. Pulling their children up by the hair, pulling anybody up by the hair. Like, what the hell is going on, man? It's certain people out there. It's certain people out there that should not be having children. And this is one of the main reasons behind that. You have some emotional issues that you need to deal with. And unfortunately, that child, those children, because I heard that she had like 3 or 4 boys, are going to be scarred for life because her other child was actually the one that was filming this. And I actually got that information from, allegedly, and I actually got that information from another young lady that was actually doing a reaction to this. And this is some of her words.
In that video is 2nd grade Nicole Staples. Yes, she is a 2nd grade teacher. Now in the video, you can see Nicole yelling at her son and beating him with a leather belt and hitting him more than 25 times. I did not show the entire part of her hitting him because I did not feel like that needed to be on the internet, but it was a hard watch. And it seems as though all of this was due to her son not finishing his chores. Now, Nicole actually has 4 boys. And according to a FB post that has now been deleted, she won Teacher of the Year this year back in May. Now, she did work for Cottage Hill Christian Academy as a 2nd grade teacher, where they put her at first on administrative leave with pay, but once the video surfaced, immediately fired her. The first statement they put out said, "We become aware of an incident that occurred off campus prior to today. Authorities were notified and are investigating. The teacher in question has been placed on administrative leave with pay and relieved of her duties." Now, since that first statement, she has been fired, and they released this statement right here. "Cottage Hill Academy prioritizes a well-being of children above all else. We will always act promptly, transparently, and responsibly when matters arise that may impact the safety or integrity of our school community." And she has now been arrested for 1 count of willful child abuse of a child under 18 years old. Now, Nicole does have a bond hearing coming up, so as soon as I have any updates, I'll be sure to let you know.
See, it's one thing for you to be an adult. It's another thing for you to be a mother, to be a teacher, and then try to stack all of that, and then try to stack being a Christian on top of that is just crazy work, man. And again, I know a lot of people are not going to want to hear this take, but this is why strong father figures are needed in the freaking household. I don't know if this young lady is single, but I would be willing to wager a nice little lump sum of change to say that this young lady is single, or I guarantee you the biological father is not in the doggone household, because there is no way in the world that a man is going to sit there and allow anybody to dish out this type of abuse towards a child. There is no freaking way in the world, man. And unfortunately, this is why Christians get a bad rap. you need to know and understand this. You know, there are wolves in sheep clothing no matter where you go, no matter what their race is. Bad people have existed since the beginning of time. And so I don't want people to think or believe that all Christians behave like this, because they don't. This is just one bad apple that should not be a teacher, that should not be a mother, and definitely should not label themselves as a freaking Christian, man. So again, my unpopular take is, do I think that discipline is necessary? Abso-freaking-lutely. But there are levels and there are ways that you should go about dishing that out. And this right here is completely like over that line. I'm talking about she done shot past that thing by 1,001 yards. This is unacceptable. And this young lady should be put in jail for these actions. But y'all let me know, what do you guys think about this?
Blueberry, Burberry, button-up, tan skin, mixed race, buttercup, Canada weather, got a bundle up. I'm tryna work, she hit my phone, she wanna, whoa.